Hello and welcome to another episode of Hyper Blue. I'm your host, Hyper Blue. As some of you may know, I'm a 90s kid, meaning I grew up in one of the greatest times for children's toys in human history. One of the things I grew up with were the rise of Tamagotchis. If you have no idea what a Tamagotchi is, ask someone who isn't an uncultured swine. Toy Story reference. Tamagotchis were just virtual pets. You were able to carry them around in your pocket or backpack and they'd just beep at you, wanting attention and food. Not physical food, don't be stupid. Now we all love pets, right? But if you're like me, you hate it when they all die because you forget to feed them or play with them, right? Then you have to go and buy a new pet every time that happens. With Tamagotchi, however, you can just press the reset and bam! You got yourself a new pet. Now when I was growing up, I was always making or designing games. Now I didn't know how to code or anything to do with electronics. Wait, I still suck at both of those. Anyway, I used to design and make fake games with paper. And I remember when I was a little 11-year-old, I actually made a paper Tamagotchi with little paper inserts so you can feed and play with your crappily drawn pet. For whatever reason, some of my classmates thought this was cool, and I made them their own ones too. So to pay tribute to my little 11-year-old self, I'm going to make something I used to only dream about making. An actual Tamagotchi clone. I've been wanting to learn how to make mobile games for a while now, and there is no better project than this. What's going on, guys? I'm going to be making a mobile game this weekend. I have no experience with making a mobile game with Unity, so I'm going to be doing courses all this week. If you want to submit some ideas or designs for the game, make sure you drop them in my Discord link somewhere. Alright. I went on for the entire week doing courses and found out that Unity actually makes it really easy to make games for mobile. I woke up at about 6 AM and got to work on the game. I wanted to make the game to be just like me. Very handsome. I mean, very simple. I want to stick fairly close to my source of inspiration, so I did some scribs on a notebook and come up with a game plan. I wanted the pet to get hungry, thirsty, dirty, and bored. Also poop. The pet need to go poop. To make it not hungry, you can feed it. To make it not thirsty, you can... Wait, what's the word for feeding but for liquids and drinking? Is there even one? Okay, apparently it's to water. So if it's thirsty, you can water it. If the pet gets dirty, you can give it a bath, and if it gets bored, you can shoot some hoops. Why shoot hoops, you ask? It's the only mini game I could come up with because I'm stupid. Anyway, the game selects a random creature when the egg hatches. The pet will go between waypoints until you feed or water it. A poop counter will always be running, and when it reaches a certain timer, it'll do a poop. The entire first day I just focused on getting the main gameplay elements added. I split the development of this project into two halves, similar to how I made my Game Jam game Subside. I wanted the game to be as playable as possible, and then spent the Sunday improving on everything. No new features, just improving the ones that were in. I used Cinti's town and nature packs to make the environment look better, but wanted to keep the 2D style of the pets. The animations still look like they're trying to get rid of worms, but it'll do for now. I asked everyone, including my friends, to submit their own custom designs, but only ended up getting 2 designs. This one is Mirodeer by Dr. Medic TM. It's super cool and he plans on using it in a project of his own one day. The second is by Dr. Julo, who designed this Eevee-inspired pet. The third pet featured in the game is this little hairy guy. Someone had asked if I could add myself into the game as a pet, but it ended up looking a little weird and felt weird, and so I just kind of made myself like a creature, I guess. Each of the creatures have 3 phases and will evolve to the next one after a certain amount of time. If you don't take care of the pet, your pet will die, and you'll have to hatch a new egg. The game is pretty much done at this point and ready for release. I want a few more designs before I release it though, so if you come up with a cool creature, send me a message on Instagram or Discord. Links in the description. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video and please like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Hyperblue out.